So T-Mobile came out with their new terms and conditions policies and basically said, screw your First Amendment right, you don't get to have that. Pause to read this, but as of January 1, their new SHAFT policy goes into effect. SHAFT stands for Sex, Hate, Alcohol, Firearms, and Tobacco. So basically, they're going to monitor your text messages, and if they think that it is inappropriate, they just aren't going to let it go through, and they're going to fine you. So my family left T-Mobile a couple months ago because their pricing was just outrageously high. That's neither here nor there. But this, I wanted proof. Obviously, I can't call their 611 anymore because I don't have them anymore. But I did come across this where somebody did call T-Mobile's customer service 611 to ask them. Check this out.
I'm a T-Mobile supervisor. Please allow me to take over the conversation from you.
Sure.
Hi, I'm so sorry if I had my expert transfer this call to me. I just really wanted to make sure that you were getting the assistance that you need, especially this holiday.
Sure.
I was advised by my expert that the reason for your call has something to do with Shaft.
Correct. Yeah, I was just wondering if I could get some more information on that.
I'm so sorry, you're cutting in and out. Say that again?
I was just wanting to get more information on that policy.
Oh, yeah. All about Shaft. This is actually not being handled by T-Mobile, but this is where, we are securing that Shaft do not impact T-Mobile services. It is where, the inappropriate content, if I'm not mistaken,
Sure.
for unintended audiences, like our valued customers or those customers that are not expecting that this type of content will be sent to their text message. That is why we always pro-secure our system with the content blocking, the McAfee services, and then we have if I'm not mistaken, the other services that we call this scam blocking shields, or the shields that we got for protection.
Okay, so say for instance, and this is just an example that I'll be using. If I were to send a picture of a firearm to somebody, what would happen?
If the system will identify that that is, firearms, well, that message should not be sent. It will show that it's unsent into your messages, or if it will be, it might show as sent, or if it's successful, it will fall under SMS compliance, and it will fall under spam messaging.
So who deems it as a message that shouldn't be sent? Because those are constitutionally protected items, and as well as, the freedom of speech.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Well, not unless your phone number has been submitted to the Federal Institute, your phone number is registered as unauthorized to send text messages like this, like authorities, something like that. If your number is registered as one of the police department or first responders, something like that.
What if it's a civilian? What if it's a civilian? Because civilians have just as much right to own and bear arms as the first responders.
Yeah, as long as it's registered.
That's not a law. There's no law in many states that require civilians to register their firearms. So I'm just curious how T-Mobile and the cellular data company that monitors that, how are they going to deem it as inappropriate?
Well, it will be tagged as inappropriate if the system will automatically read this notification or this type of images that you're sending once. It's quite like an automatic response.
Sure. Is it
the system.
Is it AI driven?
You'll be receiving it. Yeah.
It is AI.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, if T-Mobile will be sending you warnings, something like that, because of the consent measure, something like that. So it will be first warning right before we do some actions with it. But not unless we will be able to validate that this is completely alright and the system will not automatically, it will not automatically impact the services itself. or, something like that. It won't cause any harm to somebody if that's going to be completely alright. But we'll make sure to keep you notified.
Okay, thanks. Thanks for the warning on the new communist America.
No problem. But was I able to answer your question, darling?
Absolutely. Very well.
That's
Thank you.
wonderful. No problem. Am I missing something else? Is there any other questions that might want to ask?
No, I'll probably inevitably be canceling my service, but not today. Sometime soon, though.
Oh, what happened? Is there something wrong with your services? Sorry, I just got quite surprised.
My services are being monitored by artificial intelligence after the 1st of January, monitoring content that I see and send to my friends, family, and anyone that I deem necessary. That is a, constitutional right living in the United States. That's a constitutionally protected action, and I do not stand for unconstitutional tyranny. So I will be definitely canceling my membership with you guys here very shortly.
I see. We might have something to do with that also. I appreciate the fact
I strongly, sorry, not to interrupt you, but I strongly advise you not do that, because there's millions and millions and millions of people that live in the United States that are constitutionalist, nationalists, and you're going to lose a lot of people off your service. So just keep that in mind. I appreciate the call today. Thank you very much for your help.
If you care at all about your constitutional rights, I'd suggest you hop ship off of T-Mobile if you have it, because they clearly don't care about yours. Have the day you observe.